uh, and he's still drunk. Man, live streaming is fun. It's especially good when you've got an internet service provider that is absolutely shit at its job. Hello. So, I made an executive decision to eliminate all the itch.io games from my backlog list because I'm not sure that I want to bother with the hassle of doing itch.io stuff. So, the next games on the list are still of the PS2 variety, so let's do that. Maybe. Let's maybe do that. Here we go. As far as I know, these are RPGs. I'm not really sure. I'm not worried about that. I do want this turned off, however. It's definitely not Shin Megami Tensei. Dot Hack is an anime. We'll go to Japanese voiceover because, good lord, dialogue box is turned on. Thank you. Sound. So I'm guessing movie text is subtitles. Interesting way to put it. I don't have a file, so let's get a new game. Now, a reminder that my backlog streams, the goal is not to complete games. The goal is to play it long enough to get an idea of whether or not I want to continue playing it later. So right now I'm just sort of trying to get a sampling, a taste test of whether or not I give a shit about this.
Der Herd der Finsternis grollt. Helba, Königin der Finsternis, stellt schließlich ein Heer auf. Aberon, König des Lichts, reagiert.
So I love how it gives you the option of voiceover English, Japanese, but in the beginning of this, this appears to be German.
Der See von Alba brodelt. Der große Baum des Lichts fällt. Alle Macht zerfällt zu Tropfen unter dem Tempel von Archeköln. Wesen ohne Schatten. Ihre Welt zerfällt zu nichts. Der Mann mit Schatten auf der Suche nach dem Abenddrachen.
So I know essentially nothing about this game series. I have seen a very small amount of the anime once upon a time. And I recall there being a weird plot about players like dying in the game and then being murdered in real life. I remember the character design being pretty much Phantasy Star Online. Yo, what's up, Kaze? Welcome to the show. It's easy and he just got home. Good stuff. Viv is not in town, so I have tonight and the next few days to myself, so streams are going to be at less typical times because I don't really see a reason to maintain a sleep schedule when it's just me. I don't care about the character's name. Sure that. How long have I been streaming? I just started. Like, we had like maybe a 5 to 7 minute argument with the internet transfer rate because for some reason it was having a big shit. Dude, so like realistically, my natural circadian rhythm puts me as being an overnighter kind of a person for the most part. Like, back in my school days, you know how, like, the typical rigmarole during school, right, is, like, wake up, breakfast, grab your shit, get to school, receive homework, go home, do homework, go to sleep, repeat. I found that did not work for me at all. And eventually what I developed was a scenario where as soon as I get home from school, I go to bed. And then I wake up typically around like the 11 to midnight range. And then I would do my homework late at night when no one else is awake. There's no phone calls, there's no people outside, there's no friends to talk to, there's no parents giving you shit, there's no sibling giving me shit. Nothing's going on, so I can focus. And then I get done with my homework and I can go right to video games. And then I can get sick of video games before I go to school instead of spending a lot of my time at school thinking about video games. So sure, I'd be at school sort of tired, but like all of the normal distractions that would typically be like the intrusive thoughts getting like fucking with me while I'm at school wasn't a thing. Thank you for registering. Okay, that's good. News, stuff. Whatever, can we do a playing now? Let's see if I give a shit. What?
Yo, 来たな。俺だよ、俺。剣士のオルカ。
は？イメージ違うな。これが安彦とは。
Yeah, when I follow that rhythm, I actually typically have no trouble at all falling asleep when I want to. When I actually try to go to sleep at night, I don't know, it's weird. There's definitely a lot more resistance in my head to the idea of going to sleep at night. I don't know. Orca's member address.
ザ・ワールドの中でだけ使用できる簡易メールを使えばザ・ワールドでプレイしている限りゲームを開始したプレイヤーが知り合いに連絡を取ってパーティーを組むときに使うのが一般的だな。
Yeah, only newbies talk to each other. Fucking scrubs.
じゃあ試しに俺をパーティーに誘ってみてくれよ。まず最初に
By the way, you're a scrub, so use it.
メニューの中から次はここにパーティーまだはんじゃ来た来たパーティー編成希望
Same.
なんか目の前でメールを
It's awful. What a terrible experience.
ほら画面下に俺の PC が表示されただろ。ちなみにこの簡易メールは自分がタウンにいる時じゃないと使えない。あと相手がザ・ワールドをプレイしていない時も連絡がつかみんな自分の都合
Now, I know that we spent maybe a minute and a half to 2 minutes just sitting here talking about stuff, but I mean, we're still about 5 minutes later, and we haven't started playing a video game yet. What we did was we went from a main menu saying new game to a fake mail system so that we can select the world so that we can tell it to log in. And each of those steps had a loading screen. I don't know, the gameplay better be good at this point. Because, like, I don't know, something like God Hand, you tell it to start, it has a single cutscene, and then you start. Castlevania Curse of Darkness, you hit new game, you name yourself, it has a single cutscene, I almost said cutscene. It has a single cutscene, and then you start. What the fuck? Yeah!
一番上にあるのがワード入力プレート。ここに A パート、B パート、C パートに分かれた3つのワードが入力される。
Tell me you don't wish this was more like God Hand already. Look at this. Look at all of this menu I'm looking at. This doesn't make any sense to me at all.
ワード入力プレートの左下にあるのは現在持っているワードのストックだ。
No, it's not. Go to hell.
ワードのストックはメールや BBS、
You can collect
他の PC からの情報で増や
keywords.
すことができる。さて、実際にワードを入力してみようか。まずは A パートから。ストックの中から燃え立つを選んでくれ。よし。次は B パートだ。杉越のを選んでくれ。最後は C パート。敵のを選んでくれ。
Whatever the hell this means.
よし。これでエリアの指定は OK だ。
You know what's funny is that, like, Final Fantasy XII, I would say, is, like, the closest that you can get to having an MMO-style world without actually playing an MMO. But that game is actually good.
あ、そうそう。ワードの脇にマークがついてるだろ。
Like, if you want to play an MMO, but you don't want the disgustingness of having to deal with other humans, Final Fantasy XII is a good time.
それはサーバーシンボルといって現在のサーバーを示している。このマークはデルタだからデルタサーバーだな。ちなみにプレートの右側にあるのが
This is such an info dump that I've stopped paying
フィー
attention.
ルドタイプとかダンジョンの横に宝石の表示があるだろ。
I don't know what part is the field type. I see red dots and one green dot and one blue dot.
あれは現在選んでいるワードがそのステータスに影響しているって。
By the way, I've played several MMOs and I don't remember anything like
例えば
this.
フィールドタイプの場合一番右端に宝石がついているだろう。
I mean, like, if you're talking about, like, actual monochromaticism, that's extremely rare. Having said that, my boy Melrose has an issue with reds and greens, so the difference between the predominant number of dots and that one green dot, he might have some trouble with, but since it's, like, remaining on the screen, he'd probably be able to see, at the very least, that the one green dot is not like the others.
これは C パートのワード、敵のがフィールドタイプ
Oh, trust me, I've looked deeply into color blindness because of my boy Melrose. He made me very curious about the
実際に
topic.
どんなタイプに決定しているかは言ってみるまでわからないけど、一度そのワードの影響を覚えてしまえば別のワードとの組み合わせに応用。
Yeah, dude, I don't like it keeps on going the fuck on about this. Like, surely there could have been a better way to teach whatever the fuck this is.
よし、変則。
Okay, I just, yeah, you get to a point to where it's like, you want the video game to start, so you just start pushing buttons.
冒険を始める前にまずカメラの操作について説明。
Right, like Final Fantasy VII, I would say starts pretty good. Like it dumps you straight into a fight where any jackass selecting random things will win.
このゲーム、素早く
I swear, if you actually have to explain how to control the camera, then this game is a total fail. Oh my god, L1 and R1 camera rotation.
動かしてみな。
Okay, that already makes me not want to play this. If you push both, then it slowly rotates to the left. Oh no. Wait, if I can zoom in and out with the right analog stick, why couldn't we have just used the fucking... Oh, God. No. Why wasn't this the fucking camera control? Why do we have a zoom in or out? Yo, what's up, Big Nose? How's it going? This is fucking terrible.
それでよし。とにかく戦闘が始まったらこまめにカメラを
Constantly adjust your camera. Remember to completely dedicate like a tenth of your brain to using L1, R1 and the right stick all in conjunction rather than just putting it all on the right stick.
さて、今俺たちがいるのはフィールドと呼ばれている場所だ。エリアの中で一番
You know that Dynasty Warriors 2 I played didn't appear to have any kind of lock-on either. It didn't. I pushed all the buttons and found that there was not a manual lock-on, and there really wasn't a soft lock-on either.
タウンに戻るときは
And it apparently the only way to move the camera was with the L1 button, which is strafe. And you can only do that when you're not doing it literally any other
様々なタイプ
animation.
があって
So like mid combo, you can't adjust the camera towards the next thing that you want to fight like any normal person would. Please stop talking. Sure, I'm gonna go that way. I don't know what you're saying and I don't care anymore. You gave me an orb, he's still talking. And I have no control over what we were just doing. I swear to fuck, dude, if I have to be taught how to attack, the game is terrible. What are all these misses, dude? Sure, I did a thing. This is not a I'm sure someone does. Only a lot. I feel like this was the purpose. I'm already fucking sick of this, yeah. I'm not just sick of him, I'm sick. Oh my god! I'm out. I'm out, dude, we're done. I am so fucking done. Notes, oh my god, shut up. Man, what the hell is this? A talking simulator, apparently. Yeah. Bro, same page. Same page. I'm out, dude. I'm so fucking done. Alright. Let's move on. I can't with this shit. That was the worst. That was starting to get on par with the intro to fucking Harvest Moon Save the Homeland. Okay, so next game up is Evil Dead: A Fistful of Boomstick. I'm pretty sure that this game is going to be, at the very least, like, if it takes itself seriously, this game is going to suck. But if it's silly, then it actually might be fun. Because, like, Evil Dead as a horror movie series, like, the first movie, they were actually trying to be scary, but most of the scenes ended up being bad to the point of, like Bruce Campbell, good actor, excellent actor. But the writing and the presentation of the horror of the movie actually ended up being sillier than it was, like, scary. So it's, like, creepy humor. And it's actually good because of how bad it is. By the third movie, they were, like, fully aware of how, like, not good the horror elements were. And that's a pure white screen. I'm blind. I'm very blind. I don't think that this loaded correctly. There is... Oh, yeah, dude, it won't even reset properly. So, if HDL does not load this, then we have to skip it. But yeah, Big Nose, that's what's going on. There's a backlog stream. The idea is to just sample a bunch of games. Because these are all games that I have, but that I haven't played. The goal is not to complete them. If I'm having a lot of fun with a game, I will probably complete it. But, do I have Desert Storm 2? Is that, like... let's see, is that in... Hello? Desert Storm. Conflict, Desert Storm 2, Back to Baghdad. If that's what you're talking about, then yes. Then yes, I do. There's been a few. We've definitely got some game, like here. Let's go down to the ones that are in my purple section. So I've got 20XDX, Agents of Mayhem. We went through the Asura's Wrath and all of its DLC, but I speedrun that, so of course I like that. Batman Arkham City, Batman Arkham Origins. Betrayer starts off weird, but it got strangely intriguing. It's just been on hiatus for a bit because we've been traveling so much. Yeah, this game doesn't want to load, guys, so I guess we're not doing this one. Cook Serve Delicious, Core Keeper. I didn't loathe Dark Souls Remastered. It doesn't work on your PS2. I mean, I don't have a model that has issues with PS2 games, but not every game works when you try to load it from the hard drive. I mean, I guess we have OPL 1.0. It's possible that the compatibility is different, and I have it, so let's check it out. Let's see, Darksiders 2, Castlevania Curse of Darkness. Calm Colors is actually pretty... It's a meditation kind of game. It's just a relaxing game. Not particularly good for stream, though. Brutal Legend was fun, but I couldn't play it for a super long time because I'm pretty sure that it has a lot of DMCA issues, lots of licensed music, it seemed like. Dead Cells, Dead Rising 1 and 2. I didn't really care for Off the Record all that much, plus the PC version crashes a lot. Like, really, really, really a lot. Oh, I've seen that one already. I don't know if that one's in this list or not. So this one initializes sort of like... Oh, wow. It breaks during the arcade style initialization. So yeah, this one's just not going to work. The portion that I played was more action game, but it's obviously supposed to be very silly. Anyways, there's a decent number of games in the list that I liked. I think there's like a link to everything in the panel. So this one doesn't load. We're gonna put this one in the problem section. From what I understand, OPL 1.2 is in the beta stage, so maybe that will address the compatibility issue at some point. I'm not, like, on edge hoping, oh god, I hope I get to play it at some point. It's fine. So the next game up is a game called Mystic Heroes. What's what menu? This is all free memory card boot stuff. So basically I'm loading these games from my hard drive that's in my PS2. But yeah, I know that Brutal Legend has some RTS elements, I just don't know how much of it is that. So with a super generic name like Mystic Heroes, I'm sure that this game is going to be fantastic. Koei's made some good stuff though, so I shouldn't just assume it's gonna be shit. It might be really good. Tai and Naja, so of course male and female. I don't think so. It doesn't give me Dynasty Warriors vibes. Yeah, what is this, Comic Sans? Look, another male and female. I'm not opposed to chibi character designs. It really depends on like how far did they go with that. And it doesn't look like they went too ham on the idea, because like it gets weird for me when I'm playing an action game where the heroes look like literal children.
Mystic Hero!
Wow, why is the transfer on that so slow? Targeting reverse. I mean, that's how most action games work, right? I've got visual fragments on the left side. I'm noticing that in more games lately. Sure, normal, why not? Okay, so it took us about 2 minutes to actually tell the game to start. So let's see how long cutscenes and shit goes on before the game actually does start. It's always a good sign when the first character that talks when you hit new game is the villain.
It is no use. We're trapped here forever.
There is a way out. Remember the legend of the Dragon Star. This is our key. This star holds an endless and incredible power.
Indeed, the Dragon Star is powerful. It's only in position once a millennium.
Anyone can draw from this power. Anyone. We must act quickly.
Okay.
Now, Emperor Kang, realize your destiny. Seize the power and set us free.
Yes, there will be no better opportunity to make our escape.
Didn't the other intro suggest that their son was trying to release them, but now the intro cutscene after you start the game suggests that they're trying to release themselves. Yas, Queen. So much for their son. We didn't need that chapter at all. Plus, like, there's kind of an issue when we have a start like this too, is because we're supposed to understand that these people are a legendary evil, but we don't really have any context for that.
The dragon orb is mine. Rise.
So with a lot of like really low budget games, and I'm gonna tell you right off the top, this is a low budget game. The problem with a lot of low budget games that needed voiceover, a lot of the time, what happened was they were like, you know, they would just pull people that were doing code and maybe the janitor and maybe someone who owns the building and just be like, hey, come in here and voice these characters. We'll pay you chump change for it. Because that's a lot cheaper than looking for actual voiceover, you know, voiceover professionals. It can be charming, you right. Well, that's just rude. Who's the fastest? So both of the women are the fastest. Sure, whatever, this one. I like speed. It is actually funny that, like, you're, like, highlighting a character and then they just start beating the shit out of the other characters. That's pretty funny.
The Shinben is glowing with power? That must mean...
That's right.
Naja, what are you doing here?
Master Gin told me to research Mount Hoshin. Come on.
Oh my god.
Has something happened?
Like, look, okay, I've done some voiceover in the past, and that was fucking terrible. Like, I'd be willing to bet that I could get better English voiceover out of any one of you in 10 minutes or less. Rune settings. Okay, so there's like an RPG element where you can change skills and shit. That's interesting enough. Hero info. There's RPG elements. Good to know, good to know. This was not a horrible start time, I think. Like, this didn't take too... Well, hold on. We're still technically in a cutscene, so let's see.
What's this dragon want?
That's a dragon? Are you sure?
It's been a while, hasn't it, Ty? You, Kang! How did you escape from the tower? The battle begins once again. This time I will not be defeated.
Time for some fun. Heads up.
Time for some fun! Yo, the right stick, right sticks. Oh, it is kind of like that. Wow, that's my square button.
Relax, I'm coming.
Oh, the circle button is basic attacks. Okay. Okay, real talk. So far, this feels more competent than Dynasty Warriors 2 was. Yeah, this actually isn't terrible, control-wise. It's not enough to, like, really hold my attention so far, but I mean, we'll see, we'll see. Okay, I don't know what the hell was the deal with that targeting. Okay, so the water is not actually a substantial barrier, but it does look like it slows me down. You know, I mean, okay.
Too easy.
Impressive. Keep it up.
The voiceover is like harming my soul, however. Did I just fuck Ty up? Okay, so circle is your basic attack, X is a jump. Hey, sir? Okay, there you go. Actually, there's a lot of interesting combat options here. Undertale? No. It's definitely not Undertale.
Hey, leave some for me.
Voiceover is so terrible. I'm not even sure if those are enemies or not. I will say, though, that when the enemies get evasive, it doesn't really do much to like lock onto them. This is honestly probably one of the better games that I've had pop up in a while, gameplay-wise. Everything else is hard to like. It's hard to listen to is the biggest problem. The visual details aren't horrible. I've seen worse by a bunch.
Good work.
Oh, what is this? I'm invincible for 20 seconds. There are, like, a few things about the magic that I'm not really understanding, like, why sometimes that attack happens versus the basic magic melee combo.
Impressive. Keep it up.
Oh, what was that? Give me that. So this has like actual fucking crowd control options.
Come on, let's go.
Good work.
Well, there's a whole ass crowd over here, so let's do this. Yeah,
Impressive.
that actually does make the speed buff feel like it matters.
Keep it up.
Oh man, a cutscene. This game has it all. Well, we just got an upskirt.
Too easy.
Oh hey, there's a dodge button.
Impressive. Keep it up. Good work.
Okay, he has like a get up attack that doesn't like me at all. Ah.
Hey, leave some for me.
God damn it. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do about this guy when he decides to knock you down like that. Okay, so that dodge, or the dodge roll actually is a dodge roll. It's not a very good one, though. There we go. I did that thing.
One down.
I mean, this isn't the worst thing I've played, for sure. This is probably one of the better games that we've played in a while, but I probably won't continue playing it. The next game up is something I'm almost certainly not going to like at all, but it deserves a fair shake, I guess. I apologize ahead of time. Oops, I don't know how to type stuff. Sorry. Look, it's in the fucking list, okay? I don't have any faith in it either. It is. Look, yesterday we played, well, say yesterday, a few days ago we played fucking Powerpuff Girls Relish Rampage. And funny enough, that was the best game of the day, and it was also very bad. I can only do so much, okay? Oh no. What an awful parallel universe. Where I start God Hand when I'm closer to 40 than 20. Ugh. In that parallel universe, I never actually get good at that game. For a second, I thought that said Blue Sky, and I was like, oh shit. They put that shit together a long time ago. Yo, what's up, Relax? How's it going? I doubt it. Hey, at least I'm gonna, then why don't you just... I don't know. I don't know, man. It'll be fine.
What a silly dream. Mr. Krabs had to close the Krusty Krab. Like that'd ever happen. I have the feeling today will be like no other day. Now, I wonder where Gary is. I should probably walk him before I
mean, yeah, the way that it started was actually not awful. I have a karate chop.
Don't you think your little friend Gary would like to play some fetch?
Yeah, I guess.
Very well. Then move next to his fetching stick and press the action button to pick it up. Then you can carry the stick to Gary and delight him.
You didn't think I was gonna leave for work without a quick game of fetch, did you,
I mean, I'm pretty sure that this is the original VO. As far as that being actually good, I would argue that a lot of the voiceover in SpongeBob is not particularly good.
I think it says, Damger, Donut Alpine,
But when I say that, it's worth noting that the people that are doing the voiceover are following the director's instructions, you know. So there are times when the voiceover is not very talented, but it's also, there are times when the direction is bad. And I honestly think that the original way that they did voice casting in SpongeBob was not great, because I don't think that the voices that they chose for a lot of the characters in the end are, like, I think it's obnoxious to listen to a lot of them.
Sorry about that. Just hop right back back into your bottle and we'll bury you back out in the yard so you can...
Silence! I'll not return to that prison ever again!
There are
And
coins.
what's this? You've gotten into my treasure, have you? I hate it when someone messes with my doubloons. Now, what shall I do with ye lowly knaves who dared stir me up? Let me consult my rulebook on ghostly doings. In the case of accidental discovery and wanton disruption of my booty, the perpetrators must serve for an eternity.
Oh my god, he said wonton. This might be Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Talking cheese block before, but rules is rules, so I gotta take you with me. Are you ready?
Hold on there, Mr. Dutchman, sir. Technically speaking, it was not me who found you. Gary's the one who dug you up.
I will not, because I do not care for the
This
Grand
little
Theft
bug
Auto
looks like he can
series.
do 10 times the work. If he can survive my hypnotic spell.
To clarify, I think some of them are reasonably good at being video games, but, I mean,
My decision is made. Now I've got to check
the gun violence in my country is pretty shit,
sure no one's
and the Grand Theft Auto series just kind
I'll
of,
return shortly to pick up my new roommate. Say your farewells
I don't know,
before I return.
doesn't seem to have a problem with that fact.
Don't worry, Gary.
I'm not a big
I'll
fan.
think of something, and it'll be the type of something that will save you. You can bet on it. Well,
God, okay. Oh my god, he flaps. Why do we flap? Why can't I get up there? Yeah, I didn't play... Yo, did the game just crash? No, it didn't. It's just being weird. Oh my god, it's laggy out here.
look at this! A bus stop! I wish I could take a long ride on the bus. Just think of all the amazing places outside Bikini Bottom and all the fun things I could do.
Your wish can easily come true. All you need is the right ticket for this bus stop. When you have the correct ticket, jump onto the bench
You
and
know-
the bus will stop for you.
Basically, the way to get a whole lot of PlayStation 2 games is to find someone who's getting rid of their console entirely and then just, like,
I really
buy
need to
all of
reach
the
that
games
other
off of
ledge,
them.
But I don't think I have it in me.
Don't be discouraged. You can do it.
Who would leave a letter tile sitting around like that? It's as if someone wanted me to find it.
That is no ordinary letter tile. It is a clue. Gather all the letters that spell your name.
How dare you? Etesian sounds infinitely more tolerable than that voice. Though I'm sure that he would disagree. I have no idea what the goal is in here. All I know is that I see coins and I'm trying to get... I see coins and I'm like, fuck it, I will grab the coin. That harmed me and it made me lose my pants. Like you do. So I'm not offended by the graphics, but the areas are detailed and expansive enough that it doesn't seem to have a very easy time like animating anything. There's a lot of frame rate disparities. Anyway. Well, you know, one of the really good things about the hard drive setup that I have is that sometimes there will be a game where the disc no longer works, but then when I dump it to the hard drive from that disc, it does work. And I think I know why. I think it's not because, I think that when a disc is scuffed up to the point to where it's still technically playable, but it doesn't work out in the console all that well, what I think is typically happening is not that the information can't be accessed, but that it can't be accessed fast enough for the game to function properly. But when I dump it to the hard drive, like, sure, it'll take a while for it to actually copy to the hard drive, but once it does, all the information is there, and it can access it at whatever speed the hard drive will allow. We were able to save a Final Fantasy X game that way, because, dude, that disc was fucked. That disc was absolutely destroyed. But we left it in there, and it copied just fine. So, the next game up is Pac-Man World 2. I don't have any more, confidence in this one than I did in the last one, I'll be honest. Well, trying to get retro games, it's not as rough as it sounds like it would be, depending on how you go about it. If you go trying to buy retro games retail at a used game store here, especially now, it's going to be pretty fucking expensive. But once upon a time, if you were able to find someone, because once upon a time you could find listings in the newspaper where somebody was trying to sell their old game collection, because who knows, maybe it's because they started a career and they no longer have the time. Maybe they have a wife and kids and no longer feel like they have the time. Maybe they think it's just childish and they want to move on and do other things. Whatever the reason might be. Hell yeah, you saw Okami. I love Okami. But sometimes people will just sell all their video games all in one big chunk. And if you can find somebody doing that, you can get a shitload of games for pretty cheap. And sometimes when that happens, they're not even really looking at what games they have in their collection. They just want to get rid of the whole thing and whatever price you'll offer. I remember at one time I had somebody was selling their PlayStation 2, 3 controllers, and all of their games. And they had 40 games, and they were selling the whole thing for $55. And some of them are negotiable past that point, where you could just say, yeah, I've got 35 on me, will you take that? And they'll just look at it and be like, it's taking up space, just please take it away from here. That is a golden apple. I don't hate the music. I'd be willing to bet this is a take on an old concerto of some kind. Or a symphony. Oh no, Silent Hill is coming. Interesting.
danger. The ghosts have unwittingly unleashed an ancient evil upon us by removing the golden fruit from the tree. According to this book, our ancestors fought against this very evil. In ancient times,
Our ancestors. I just, like, okay, so this is how my brain works. I hear this elder Pac-Man character say our ancestors, and my brain immediately thinks, so there's a Pac-Man lineage, and then my brain immediately thinks, how do these characters fucking make babies? They're literally balls.
And imprisoned him. And he has remained there until now. Pac-Man, the golden fruit on the
Yeah.
hands of the
No,
devious
okay,
ghosts
Etizian,
that spooky
on the
beyond
GameCube there is a game called Tetris World.
golden fruit.
And Tetris World's intro is just drugs. It is just an avalanche of drugs. There are like anthropomorphic like Tetris pieces that are all like freaking out because like the Tetris planet is being threatened by I don't even remember what. It's so fucking drugs. You can always return home for some diversion. The arcade. Oh, do you think that we can play the original Pac-Man in there? This track almost sounds like a rehash of Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo from fucking Cinderella. Or at least the first part did. That's a health wedge. This will unlock games in the arcade. I'm sure that that is the main reason to play this. What is this shit? Okay, so let's go look at this fucking arcade. If the original Pac-Man is not in here, this game is already a failure. There you go. What? I need 10 tokens to play the original? 60 tokens to play the jukebox? Bruh. $180 tokens to play Miss Pac-Man? Jesus Christ. Drugs. No, sir. No, sir, again. Psst. Are you serious? I did it. So loading screens actually have like proper animations and shit. That's actually interesting enough, I guess. I have to have 150 tokens for the museum to be a thing. Right, can't get that unless I've been hurt. Oh wow, I thought I hit that. I broke it. So everyone, you guys want me to become a serious Pac-Man World 2 speedrunner? We could, like, ditch that God Hand garbage and play Pac-Man World for the next 40 years. Until I die. And then on my epitaph they can say, check this guy out. He was fucking baller at Pac-Man World 2. I squished that boy. What? I don't understand. Why are you like this? Why don't you want me to be a Pac-Man World 2 god? You should want me to be all that I can be in Pac-Man World 2. What is this shit? What? We are overusing that sound effect. Okay. Okay. Oh, I can ledge grab, but there's nothing up here. I have no control of the camera. Yeah. I just want to fall into the middle. It wouldn't let me. Is that like the only attack I have? Oh god. Apparently Pac-Man is Sanic. Whoops. Um, watch out for thorny plants. They be thorny. They'll thorn you. I literally landed on it and it didn't do shit. What? Oh, what the hell? There is a back kick in the air. I also like how it's like, oh no, water puts you these fucking platforms as though it's gonna be a problem. Oh, there's boxes down there. I can't break those. Yo, what's up, Sid? I can't seem to get out of the water. Yo, the stream was like legit asking about you earlier. Because of one of my highlights. The 20xdx one where we were having the dumbest conversations. Right, Sid's presence right here is just to remind you all that a better life could be had. You could be watching Critical Sid. Instead, you're watching me, and... Come on. It has all the qualities of a video game. That covers. Look, yeah, unless you see the highlight again, I doubt that you'll know what it was. He is currently at work. Yo, work will let you watch my streams? Damn. That's a good life. Or I mean, hell, I have seen worse lives. That's good, that's good. I used to watch streams while I was... This game isn't horrible, by the way, but yeah, platforming, not really my thing. But it's nice enough. It's fine. If somebody else were to ask me about this game, I'd tell them it's fine. It's a fine platformer if you like platforming. Okay, the next game up is Godzilla Save the Earth. I feel like that's not what Godzilla is here to do. Like, of all the things that Godzilla could be up to, I feel like world saving is not one of his tasks. Yes. Quote-unquote, save the Earth. I mean, if it's in the backlog when it comes up, see, like, these games are listed in, like, a randomized order. And I'm going to get to them when I get to them. On accounts of platformer, yeah. Like, I mean, it's not to say that I don't like platformers. There's, oh, it was right there. There's a Steam platformer called Electronic Superjoy that's pretty good. And I still enjoy, you know, Sonic Unleashed and Generations. I'd probably enjoy Sonic Colors, but I don't have a Wii, and I'm not about to play the remaster, remake, or whatever the hell we want to call that crap. Totally alright platformer that does nothing special. Yeah. The Wii Master. Now, Artesian, so I don't know if you've looked at, what is it, Colors Unlimited? I don't know if you've looked at it at all, but for me, like, the changes to the way that the game plays are not the problem. The problem is that they added a perfect homing attack mechanic, which by itself is fine, but when you do a perfect homing attack, it does this, like, high-pitched hissing noise. And you're going to hear that a lot. And it physically hurts me. I can't. I cannot handle it. I agree, dude. The original Colors is such a fucking banger of a game. But, I don't know, the Unlimited just... And I was so sad because I was like, yo, they're releasing it on platforms that I have access to. And then they had to go and fuck it up. Myriad is spelled M-Y-R-A-R-I-A-D, but to be fair, who the fuck uses the word myriad on a regular basis to know how it's spelled?